It's physical, really physical. Obviously, we knew they were going to come there, but that was the one thing. Coming into the game, we said we weren't going to be out-muscled.
See what they feed them in the school dinners. Medium possession, driving forward, just makes a few critical meters. As Marshall tries the chip, and there's Scott Cummings. He's a skillful big fella, you know. Can he slide and down? Scott Cummings there in the middle of that group from Kelvinside Academy, which also produced
second row with his first try for it.
Johnson, he was held on to by Navidi and he needed to be, but it's bang through the middle of the drive being scored by.
You're going to win derby matches, any matches with those stats. Scott Cummings takes an Edinburgh decide that they're not going to contest here. And Frank Murphy awards the try.
And that's a huge moment, sir. Price has it. Shorty goes for Cummings, who's over. He's had a big game up to this. Really operating with 13 fit players. Bennett is on his feet, but he's hobbling badly in wide as through goes Cummings. Cummings breaks one tackle, gets the offload to Tommy Seymour.
And Johnny Gray, lovely little bit of skill, but weren't Glasgow patient in the build-up. Edinburgh, look at the clock.
Now Fraser Brown onto Scott Cummings, that punches them all. He's got George Horn.
Frisbee off the shoulder, there goes Cummings. Cummings, the big second rower, straight through the middle. He's one defender, looks for the offload.
Take by Fraser Brown. No, not exactly a beautiful delivery, however. Russell, flat pass. Cummings breaks through, off the back and through. Glasgow score.
I did enjoy that one. So catching a goal
This again, Craig,
And then that is a fine line from Cummings.
The Edinburgh back rower. And this is another man on his Six Nations debut, Scott.
line-out calls. Here is Scott Cummings, and you can see the talent that this man has. Remember, he's only in.
McInerney to Price. Here comes Cummings. That's a rip tacklers. It's absolute chaos. In line.
Here goes bide your time. Referee is going to clearly call the ball when it's ready to go and drive when he does.
Well, look at that for a charge down on Fan.
Got a hand and a turnover this season. Look at this charge down. Screaming forward.
Flank Keble, been so impressive. Here's Turner through the middle. Glasgow getting all the inside. Oh, to the back door. It's Cummings. Offload to Holmes. Ruby there's in the corner.
Cummings. With 3 yards. It's a try.
Gray. Little burst from Cummings, and here goes Gray once more. Ferguson wasn't far away. Oh, he's picked up, and then it's picked up and scored.
Kid play. Cummings. Played well on the second row.
Thompson, Hastings, Cummings straightens.
Extra distance and driven forward.
To Swallow, and Ireland now making some noise of their own, and Lama cutting through beautifully.
Wasn't struck particularly well.
Morgan sent that to the head of another towering East Africa underneath it, but it's not going.
Then off the bench for Richie Gray. And that is a clear run for Scott Cummings. He's got Horn with him.
Ferguson's been outstanding for Glasgow tonight, being around Thorne and Ulster. Scotland now really every time it's red hat to red hat.
Few critical meters as Marshall tries the chip, and there's Scott Cummings. He's a skillful big fella, you know. Can he slide and dive and get the try?
By Wilson and French. And you see the energy generated, you can hear.
Now here comes Cummings. And breaking through. Goes for a mark.
Johnson on the carry, makes meters, and now Price can clear. Quick ball for the Scottish side, and now they're going up the guts.
Not just Wales internationals, but British and Irish Lions. And there's the other one, Jonathan Davis. Could well prove to be
Ball lifted.
Wyn Jones last season here at the Scars.
The
strength of the man. Phenomenal from Sato. Sato, he could go all the way. He's held up. This time it's in. And Glasgow have secured the bonus.
The performance from Ireland, but the scoreline situation, the result on the pool table, Scotland by conceding the try bonus point to Ireland.
I'm allowed to walk in at my own pace. Again, the line-outs of the Scarlets going wrong. Matthews, though.
The carry there from Cummings.
A second advantage. Now it's with Cummings. It all started with his take of the line-out. He gets the try.
Scotland are going for gold. Inside from Price, Cummings outside. Scotland think they've got it. Luke Pearce is having a look, and the try has been awarded.
Warriors going from side to side. They haven't gained any ground.
They win the ball first, however.
Good steal though from Ulster, and now it's Crothers who takes it up to halfway. It's been a slight problem area for Glasgow, the line-out, but they managed to turn that.
Next week.
The Wales international and British and Irish line. Oh, it's a charge down, and it is a gift. It is 5 points.
Cummings does get up and gets a hand to it.
Back in this game with a try, which feels odd to say because Glasgow Warriors have been so dominant.
It's the championship coming into this game as well. So,
and the ball goes loose as
Jordan. There's Cummings, who was almost.
Got a game in the Autumn Nation series as well. He'll want to have a big performance. Get his hands on the ball as much as possible, but really good defence there from Glasgow.
Looks like the way these games unfolded what we've played, but Glasgow steal it again.
Point one way, then the other, and decided all was good. And
it's Cummings now.
You ain't going to win derby matches, any matches, with those stats.
Scott Cummings takes an Edinburgh decide that they're not going to contest here. And Frank Murphy awards the try.
up to the grey skies, and anybody's to claim, but that's a good bit of time for Tommy Freeman.
Scrum half trying to keep it ticking, keep the tempo to the move, but again Glasgow hit hard in the challenge.
can end run hit back. With just over 3 minutes to go. Cherry has it. Bellicott waits. Cummings straight for the middle there, John.
Yet another line out goes astray.
And he was held on to by Navidi, and he needed to be, but then the breakthrough in the middle of the try's been scored by Scott Cummings.
Absolutely brilliant.
Bang on the money, right against the sideline, and the turnover to go with it.
So Ripaldi with the throw, up goes Scott Cummings. Currently of Zebre Parma, Priscantelli.
And again, it's Jamie Batty. We've already seen one great run from the replacement prop in this game. And now it's Scott Cummings.
He won't be happy with you. He is a techie through and through. But they've regrouped.
It's another steal from Glasgow.
An opportunity from this Cummings with the chart.
Dempsey waits, picks, drives, waits. Cummings dives over. Try for Glasgow.
Now they might be fortunate there, but Scotland fortunate. But France so close, but well played Van der Merwe, and the steal at the line out.
Number one, his time with the club. Has come back the Warriors' way. Great steal from Scott Cummings.
Pizarro
with the carry. Here's Frisbee again, Scott Cummings. He's still got life in the legs. Cummings is over.
Rashman looks to the tail, but that one veering off.
Legend against the grain to Ralston.
That's a maul.
Ball. Whose side is the ball to? Glasgow ball.
And that's nicely worked from Cummings through to Matt Ferguson. He's looking for support outside because he knows it's really on.
Incredibly, with all those away.
It's a maul. Just another example of that squeeze and press defence that South Africa employ. It just puts you under so much pressure. Hastings throws a pass to Gibbons. This is Scott Gibbons. Gibbons all the way. There's the try line.
URC this season, Hooker and again Cummings disrupting this time.
It's the Japanese turn to spend their time defending as they break through now here through Cummings and onwards.
Important it is. Here's the end of the play. Great play from Johnny Gray. Great support.
Quite as well set as last time, repelled by Glasgow and driven back, and Cummings is to the fore yet again.
And Price has it again at the base. Scotland looking for another try. They're over the line. Can they?
Time just slightly misjudged the kick again. Glasgow go for the same tactic they did last week.
Got an array of options, haven't they? As we say, commentators curse, Chris, I give you that one.
Well, up went Scott Cummings to get a hand. Big performance from him. On appearance number 100, and Scott Cummings.
Brought to glory, and here's Scott Cummings. Horn. Cummings. What a kick that is from Scott Cummings. That one, it was Luke Marshall. Cummings again, his inside pass started this player in possession. Cummings, oh, big collision.
A flank as Scott Cummings hits one of his famous angles.
Comes, and this time it's coming. Big game for the centres. Finn Russell, we know all about his talents and
pinpointed coming into this. They had to be accurate. That one they've been turned the ball over. Here's Scott Cummings, the fullback.
Here's Cummings for the first time in the second half.
Round of applause around Scotland for John Barclay, playing in his first 1872 game for Edinburgh.
Taking it quickly as well by Blair. Scarlett backtracking, under pressure here. The Welsh region.
Scrum half with the short ball.
Momentum, but Zebra's defensive line is fast and firm, and then it's carried by Scott.
Here, they haven't managed to score since that Rob Heron try, and that's been the tale of the game for Ulster. Another steal of the
and into that 22 Scotland go. Good ball carrying from Cummings.
Liner is held on the 22.
Glasgow driving closer. Price has it. Short it goes for Cummings, who's over.
To release that and do.
Oh, bursting through. It's Cummings to Dobie.
It's about little battles. This is a little battle with a big win. Straight through the middle, hand on the ball. Not letting that one go.
Like glue, the ball is out.
Another Boata. Played against the Lions in 2017, and he takes the ball on, as does Scott Cummings now. Team, they squeeze the space on the outside channel, so it leaves Hastings with no option to hold on to the ball as Cummings now takes the...
Not rolling. Used it. Ronan is charged down. And it must be a try. Previous 99 appearances.
McDermott. Superb work, Scott Cummings. Absolutely brilliant.
It's almost like you're creating your dream.
And Scotland might have turned this over. They have Russell.
And in the swirling wind, looking to go short.
That is the vacant flank at the moment. And Piatel surrounded and dragged into...
Badly out wide as through goes Cummings. Cummings breaks one tackle, gets the offload to Tommy C.
The TMOJ put Dupree is through and does he have the offload? He does. Cummings is there and Horn for the line.
Can he get it down? He can. No try.